Well, hello, fellow constitutionalists. I came across this story today that I want to share with you about Seattle's Mayor Ed Murray, and it's from the Daily Wire. And the title of the article is "Busted: Seattle Mayor Caught Colluding to Squash Damaging Minimum Wage Report." And this is Seattle's been like the forefront of the minimum wage push, the fight for 15, as it's called across the country. And the problem with these reports that they're getting, they contradict actual on the ground facts that the higher minimum wage for these entry level jobs, like at the fast food restaurants, are having an adverse effect on the economy, not a good effect. Now, what's happened is Seattle reached out to UC Berkeley, and economist Michael Reich at UC Berkeley to rush a study that would conclude that the $13 an hour wage hike was really helping citizens. In the process, the mayor's office instructed the supposedly unbiased Reich to eliminate any references to a damaging University of Washington study. And I'm not going to get totally into the article here. I'm going to put the links up at the bottom of the show notes page here. However, it is very damning. What happened was the Washington Free Beacon, through the Freedom of Information Act, got a hold of the emails from Mayor Murray's office and his aides to Michael Reich down at UC Berkeley. He's an economist down there. And Michael Reich, kowtowed to the request, left out any references to a University of Washington study that said it was having an adverse effect on the citizens and on businesses, and it wasn't helping anybody. And so they have these emails and they share these in there. I just want to talk about the first one in the article here. And this is the mayor's office instructions to Michael Reich. Leave the critique of the UW study until later, Mayor staffer Carlo Davis said in an email obtained through Public Records request for the pro-free market think tank Employment Policies Institute. The release still calls out the the University of Washington study. Don't want your positive news to serve as a teaser for the UW study. The Rice study compared Seattle's food service economy to the synthetic control group of other Washington state and out-of-state cities as wages increased to $13 an hour in 2016 as part of an ordinance that will eventually raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It concluded that wages in food services did increase, indicating the policy achieved its goal, and that employment in food service, however, was not affected. Now, that's just the first part of the emails. He goes on down through there, and basically Michael Reich went through and took out any references to the University of Washington study, which was saying the opposite of what he was saying. So we have a guy like Mayor Murray. I'll put his picture back up here. He's a Democrat. He's the mayor of Seattle. He's under investigation for child sex abuse. He denies it, and nothing's been adjudicated yet, so I'm not going to comment either way on that. However, here is another example of an anti-freedom, regressive, progressive Democrat who wants to hide the truth to make their narrative, the bubble of their narrative, look pure. And anything outside that bubble, even though it's facts and truth, don't belong inside that because it doesn't apply to their narrative. It doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their end goal to say, hey, raising the minimum wage doesn't hurt anybody, when in fact it's destroying the restaurant business in Seattle. And maybe destroying is a strong term, but you're affecting businesses, and they have families they have to take care of too. Plus, some of the people in Seattle are talking about having to cut back hours. The employees want less hours because then it takes away from their welfare benefits that they're getting. So you see how the Democrats are just double-tongued. They have a forked tongue, as it were, and they don't care about the truth. As long as their agenda gets passed, as long as their agenda keeps going and moving forward, the truth and facts have nothing to do with it. Matter of fact, they want to suppress it, because once the truth and the facts come out, the people of Washington, especially Seattle, are going to want to change this. Because if they start losing too many restaurants, then husbands and wives are going to start cooking at home, and you know, maybe they don't want to do that together. I don't know. This has just been a short video by the Dan Clement Show. Please, if you like what you see, please subscribe down at the bottom here. If you're watching this on VidMe, give me an upvote and subscribe to my channel and get notifications when I put new videos out. And of course, if you like what you hear here on right now on VidMe, I do not have everything set up so you can tip me on VidMe, but I do have a Patreon account. If you like what you hear and you want to support the Dan Clement Show, please go over there and add your support for my show so I can keep putting these videos out and I can keep and build my empire here, my capitalist, greedy empire here at the Dan Clement Show. You guys have a great rest of the day. God bless, and we'll see you later.